Hello guys, I am back with another review. A few days ago I asked which BL should I review. That just ended a few days ago, and surprisingly most people voted on Fish Upon the Sky, so here it is. I am with a review of Fish Upon the Sky that just ended previous Friday, so yeah. There it is, so let's begin the video. So let's begin with the story. It's a pretty decent romance comedy, but sorry to say romance comedy is not my favorite genre. So I will give my honest opinion about the show. So the story follows old BL trope of main lead already fallen for the main lead has one-sided love for a long time. So I was not that much accepting from this show. So when I watched first few episodes I really enjoyed and I was genuinely laughing, even though I barely laugh in comedy movies, and I was looking forward to the series. I really like Pi character that was really insecure for his looks, and he is an antisocial guy and most people just take advantage of him. He had given up all hopes and just started to accept that he is unlikable. Then he got a makeover, which means let's remove his glasses, bristles and give him a hairstyle. I don't know, whenever with the makeover happens they just remove his glasses and give him a hairstyle. Why this is so stereotypical, like just move on. So then we meet our perfect and most patient guy ever, Mork. Like he have the most patient character I ever seen. The amount he tolerated Pi is just so much like, but my problem with this trope is that Pi clearly said no to Mork 1,000 times, but Mork keeps pushing him. Why doesn't he just accept that Pi doesn't like him and move on? But Mork is like, no, like I won't give up until he says yes or fall in love with me. And I had a question still, but why does Mork like Pi? Like why? I enjoyed their online friendship for a while until I realized that Pi is just depending on Mork. It is not two-sided. Ultimately throughout the whole series, Pi is never there for Mork, really, and Mork is constantly there for Pi. It is an unequal relationship, not because of appearance or popularity, but because Mork is in love with an insecure and, more to the point, extremely selfish character. It doesn't make sense. Everything in their development happens suddenly and coincidentally. There is no evolution. Neither character comes to realizations about themselves or each other that would make their relationship reasonable. Mork never shows any vulnerability to Pi. Pi shows too much and relies too heavily on Mork without good reason. It is not a believable relationship progression, and their attraction is not developed in the script. Why do they like each other? It does not make sense. As for the second lead, their relationship progress was really well, like both were trying to know each other, and I like that how they both slowly fall for each other. But my only problem with them was they trying so hard to be funny with them, especially DUEAN, but it ended up making them cringy for me at least. I don't know, but it kinda annoys me when in fact DUEAN's age might be in his 20s, but he was behaving like an 8-year-old kid so much. Likes, and their humor was funny, but like most of them were pretty much cringy. The chemistry was pretty okay, like I enjoyed them, but yeah, it was so childish for me to digest. That fact they both are in college, not in kindergarten, and 4 side characters was just okay for me, but why did they have to make Bam the antagonist in the end? She was such a good character, but in the BL series they just can't take the girls to be a good in nature. Like girls can be just act like an ally instead of homebreaker, but let just move on towards the good points of the series. The thing I like the Pi's insecurity, because I kinda related to Pi in a lot of situations, so I really like that. Pi insecurities, his weakness, his determination. I love how he is flawed and it made him such a complex character, and he feels real. His story was so sad if we actually think about it, and every action he made honestly really understandable considering how hard it has been for him all this while. I really like he just didn't leave his insecurity after the makeover. He was still insecure till the end, like is not easy for a person who gets easily affected by others' opinions to suddenly a person who doesn't care what others, so I like that Pi was insecure till the last. And I also like that there was no love triangle between Pi, Mork, and Nan. I am glad that Nan doesn't start to develop feelings for Pi, but when I first watched the teaser I thought that Nan will also be going to have feelings for Pi, and both Mork and Nan will fight for Pi in the end, and Pi even stand up against those stalker shippers. Like if this was happening to me I would have called the police or complained too. The principle for invasion of my privacy, like how much it was annoying. Glad Pi stood up and said that, and hope this gives a good message. And my favorite character was MEEN, even though he was childish but can stand up for himself, and I really like that. Now the things I dislike: Mork was a really irritating character. He was just not giving up. Even Pi had said thousands of times that he doesn't like him, but he was not accepting this, and at one point he was just forcing Pi to fall in love with him. And now DUEAN, sorry to say, his character was too childish. I know he is the comedic relief, but like for real he was so annoying and he was so childish. He was behaving like literally 8 years old. He was immature for his age. As for the story wise, I like they didn't do episode 11 curse, but instead put the conflict on ep 12, which was dumb because it just felt rushed to solve the conflict, and episode 11 has just existed there because episode 11 was just empty in terms of story. And my major problem was how slow paced the drama, like more than half of the drama was on story of Nan and Pi and Mork's story didn't got much of development. Like I kinda dropped the drama after ep 7 and just said I will watch it after the whole series will premiere because it was so slow. As for the acting, it was okay because the script was just okay and most of the characters did a pretty good job. PHUWIN did a good job. He did whatever he was given through the script. I think he was pretty good, but just kinda lacks a little bit. He can do well if had given hard roles. Pond. Let me drop the bomb. He needs an acting lesson like he did the entire show in just 2 expressions. One was a smirking face and his normal face. That's it. Like even though the script was not demanding, but yeah, it was just bad. He can improve, but he was the worst one in terms of acting. Neo after Hunchonlathy, I was expecting a lot from him but major disappointed. And one word, what I felt was overacting. Like most of the dialogue he delivered was in a screaming tone, like I had lower my volume to hear him. Louis, he was a good actor even though he was more as of comedic relief, but the way he acted MEEN was really good. Like he did the best in terms of acting in the whole cast. He did the best. Hope he will get more role mix. Like he is really a newbie, but he did a commendable job even though his role was not much, but he did a really good. Looking forward towards his future roles overall, even though this series was not my cup of tea, but I enjoyed it and it is an enjoyable drama, so definitely a recommendation. So my rating is 6.5 out of 10. If you agree or disagree, feel free to share your opinions in the comment section. So this was my review for Fisher Ponder Sky. Hope you liked the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for reviews, news, and spoilers related to BL.